13 project update for July the 14th, 2014, detailing anything and everything that is new in the Force 13 project over the past 2 weeks, as the case is this time, because we had Typhoon Neo-Guri, which interfered with the update last week. So you haven't missed anything. All will be covered in this update. Now, you can see in the latest animations, we have a new bar at the bottom at the Tropical Storm updates, which I think is a nice touch. That's the latest addition to the Force 13 armory, I suppose you could say, which hopefully helps out with information giving and makes the information all the more accessible. So hopefully that's a nice touch for you all there. So let's take a look at the comments that we've had in the past 2 weeks then. First of all, Bacon Hawk, liking the A's there, I see. Force 13, what is the longest living hurricane worldwide? Well, that title belongs to John, I believe, in the the eastern/western Pacific, because it spanned both basins in 1994, a Category 5 hurricane as it moved south of Hawaii and crossed the international date line twice, moving west and then back east before dissipating. 31 days, I believe that one was. Jay Smith says, a microburst formed not too far from me when an outer arm of Arthur went over where I live. Not much rain though. Thanks for that observation. Arthur, of course, struck the North Carolina coast as a Category 2 storm. Jesper Hammerland says, great video, keep this up, I like all your videos, thank you very much. That was in response to Neo-Guri's updates. Miguel Corona says, I literally screamed when I saw that Cat 5 monster hit the west coast of Florida on a hypothetical animation. Tampa is 91 years due for a hurricane landfall. I'm guessing you mean overdue there, perhaps. What if your predictions come true? That was on the 2014 prediction video. If you've not seen it yet, it's in a link on this description of this video. And well, first of all, it's not my own prediction, but someone else's that won that voting contest. But of course, personally, I hope no real major storms impact any land areas, because that would be fairly catastrophic for that area. So hopefully they won't come true. Tom Emmett says, I live in Kyushu, Japan, and watching your video updates have been very interesting. Thank you, you're most welcome. And Absolusk says, absolute quality forecast, keep up the good work. Thank you very much as well. And if there are any suggestions for the videos, please let me know, and I'll do my best to honour those if possible. More comments here. 12 Nina Dean says, good thing it didn't stay as a Category 3 or 4 storm, Neo-Guri, or Tokyo would have had a disaster, of course. It was threatened to be a Category 5. At one point it was predicted to be a Category 5 landfall in Okinawa, which would have meant a typhoon for Tokyo possibly, but in the end it was a weak storm. And Jay Smith says, just a question, but when do you think we will have a storm of Haiyan strength? Well, of course, Haiyan was probably one of the strongest storms we've ever seen in the era of satellite imagery, so it perhaps might be quite some time until we see another storm of Haiyan's intensity. But if you ask me when we will see a Category 5 storm, I think it will be a matter of months, possibly even weeks. So let's take a look at 2014 compared worldwide. We've had 37 tropical cyclones form and reach tropical storm strength. 14 of those have gone on to reach Category 1 hurricane, typhoon or cyclone intensity of 74 miles per hour sustained winds or higher. 8 of those Category 3 with winds of 115 miles per hour sustained or higher. And let's take a look at how that ranks against the other years, of course. This is the graph here. We are the blue line so far, in the middle of it all at the moment, intermingling with the 1996 season, which is the purple line, and 1992, which is the red one. Those two are highlighted because 1996 was the second busiest on record, and 1992 was the busiest on record, finishing with 103 storms. The green line is 2013, last year, which finished up with 85. So not doing too badly this year storms-wise. In Predictor season, this is what it looked like on July the 1st. TD123 was leading the way, and the top 3 remains the same, but Woollyback moves up 2 places into 4th place, and a new entry, NBH Storm, has entered straight into 6th place with their submission and 80 points. Of course, the lower amounts are the better scores, 31, TD123 leading away as of today. But of course, if you've been observant, those top 3, those points have been rising for all 3 of those. New predictions. Sihuan predicted on July the 4th, currently scoring 200 points, 85th place. Wealth predicted on the same day, 129 points. TS Andrea on July the 9th, scoring 118. And TD568 on July the 13th, scoring 188. As ever, looking at our featured predictors, you can see how Woollyback's been entering the fray just behind third place, which is Blake at the moment. Monsoon, Blake and TD123, you can see it quite nicely there. All three of those scores are rising, and the four others, myself, Paul Nugent, Woollyback 82 and Force 15, are dropping down, which means their point scores are getting better. And you can see here the top four entering the fray there. Woollyback 82 could be on the verge of entering the top four, as are, I may add, quite a few of the other ones as well, who are in and out of the top 12. So stay tuned to see any more developments on that. You can submit your predictions at force13.com/predictorseason_2014.html, but that is also in the description because it's quite a mouthful. You can visit any of Force 13's outlets. The website, force13.com, will keep you most up to date with all that's going on around the tropics. The video pages, YouTube and Dailymotion, just search Force 13 on those. You're probably watching one of those right now. Facebook and Twitter on the social pages, just search Force 13 on those. It's at Force 13 on Twitter. And you can speak to me personally at Fool13 for Tropical Weather Chat on Skype if you so wish. So that's it for this project update, and another one in a week's time. That'll be July the 20th or thereabouts.